Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to yet another episode here on the Shamblecraft server. And since last time, I've actually kept busy. I've had a trip to the Nether, and now I just need to remember where I put it. Do I have it on me? I still have it on me, okay. So what I've managed to get, I got enough netherite, or ancient debris rather, to make enough netherite scraps to make 2 more netherite ingots. Which means we can now finally upgrade our axe and shovel. Meaning we now have full netherite gear with fully enchanted elytra and full netherite tools. And that is a pretty good start. But, oh well, let's talk a little bit about what I want to do today. Because there's one thing I really want to finish off, and that is this starter base. Going out here, we can see that looking from the outside, the starter base is mostly done. What it is missing is windows and more like interior decorating. So that is really what I'm going to be doing today. I am going to be trying my best to finish off this starter base and make it look pretty much as finished as I want it to, so that we can sort of just have this as a base and move on to other projects. I can also see that the shulker boxes are going, which is nice. After all, they were, those of you who remember the end of the last episode, those were intended for the people who couldn't join us for the end raid. But, I mean, now that we have conquered the dragon, you can basically go to the end whenever you want. And we also have a resettable end, meaning that once we've cleared out everything that is there, we will reset the end and you can go and, you know, collect new stuff. So we won't run the risk of, you know, running out of shulker boxes and running out of elytras and such. That shouldn't be a problem. But there is one thing I really need to do, and that is, there's one thing sorely missing from this base, and that is an ender chest. Also, I am considering making a automatic smelter. As you can see right here, we have this narrow little hallway here, and the reason I made it like that is because what I want is right here in this slot to have the deposits for a automatic smelter. And if I have done this correctly, I should be able to run the furnaces along this wall and maybe even some along here, be able to dump the stuff in here and then have it come back to a chest at the bottom, meaning we can, instead of, you know, having to deposit everything manually like we've been doing so far, we can just put everything in chests and have it pour out. So that is one of the projects I really want to do. I also need to do some interior decorating for the 2 top bits here, finish some details in here, and yeah, get this starter base finished. But there's one thing we are missing that needs to be done straight away, and that is we have no obsidian. And we need obsidian so we can take these 6 eyes of ender and turn into ender chests. So yeah, first of all, let's head into the mine, go over to our other base, head into our mine, and see if we can find some lava deposits that we can turn into obsidian. And I will keep you posted how it goes. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we have our obsidian, and we can craft up our 6 ender chests. And I'm thinking I want it to be pretty easily accessible, so I think maybe there. The problem is I don't have a silk touch pickaxe. It's pretty easy to get one, so it's no worries there. I think I'm going to put it there because then it's going to be right next to the super smelter. So yeah, there we got our ender chest, and I think what we're going to do, we are straight away going to see, do we have any dye? Yeah, you know what, let's take that, I will make some blue dye, and we will colour this shulker box blue, and we will rename it with our anvil to be my valuables box. Valuables. valley. There we go. And we're going to keep that one in our ender chest. So if we take that, and then we'll just take our diamonds, all of this stuff here that is really worth keeping, our emeralds, that sort of thing, and we'll keep all of this in one nifty location, meaning that we always have it available. And we can actually keep the ender chests there, and we take that and we put that in our ender chest. And I mean, I want to have some basic stuff in my ender chests at all times. For instance, I should have, there we go, some wool. So let's make 3 beds, I think. Should have planks here. Didn't I have more planks than that? There I had. You guys saw them. So let's make 3 beds. And we'll keep those 3 in the ender chest as well, meaning that we can always find a bed. Well, with that being taken care of, that's already 2 things sort of crossed off our to-do list. I think what we should do now, we should get started on this smelter thing here, and we should also start thinking about ideas for what we want to do for the rest of the starter base. I'm thinking I want this up here to sort of be more of a what do you call it, relaxation area. Like, the plan was always to go out here and have like a little terrace, like a deck where we can sit and watch. So this is just going to be basically a decorative relaxation area, while this here is going to be more of our like private quarters where we keep our anvils and our stuff. And down here is going to be storage and super smelter. But I am considering integrating some stuff into the floor here to make it more, accessible. We already have like our smithing table sort of hidden in the corner here, which is very practical. So yeah, I'm going to start working on that, and I'll get back to you on how it goes. Well, alrighty then. So some time has passed, and we now actually have a fully functional auto smelter up and running. So this works, it's a very compact smelter. I'm actually going to head into Plot World and show you how it's built in a little moment. But basically, you hop up here, you have this open little space here, you chuck in what you want smelted at the top, you chuck in your fuel at the bottom, then you pull the lever and it smelts, and it all ends up in this chest here. And to show you how this works, I'm going to very quickly hop into Plot World, and I'll see you there. Okay, so you join me here now on the Shamblecraft Plot World, and this is the design we've gone for. So it's a very compact design, really. The entire smelter itself fits in a 2x2 space, has 2 levers on the back here that keeps these 2 activated, and then you activate it with a single lever up front. Has a space for a double chest here. All you need is some sort of block here. I put an ender chest here because that's what at my base. Step up there, and then you fill in, as I said, what you want smelted at the top and the fuel at the bottom. So if I, for instance, now just to demonstrate, just empty out here, and I take a bunch of iron. Let's just take a stack of iron ore, and we'll take a stack of coal blocks, and you jump up here, whoops, and yeah, then you just need to hit, there we go, put the coal in there, put the iron in there, activate it, it goes back and forth, depositing into the various furnaces. The various furnaces, you can hear them. You can't see it, but you can hear them. If I break a block here, you should be able to see the light coming from them. No. But anyway, if we go here now, you can see that the iron is starting to pour in. And basically, you can, keep repeating this over a bigger area. Like, you can make this even longer. The one only issue here is that if the way it's parked, you will have, if you fill it up and you don't activate it, it will gradually pour into the first hopper. which of course will mean it will still get smelted, but it's going to be much slower. And what you can do, like you can cycle this back and forth. You can have any size of this, but the front panel of it is, as you can see here, you can build it with a framework at 4x4. You can get it without the framework at a 3x2. So this is actually a very compact design. Basically something I just sort of made up, and then I had some help from Swarterists, from Penguin, and from Mickness. So thanks to those three for coming on here and helping out. But yeah, pretty nifty little design, very compact, and is going to serve my purpose and my needs very, very well. And you can see it's already done half a stack. So it's, I mean, with only a couple of furnaces going, then it's not going to be that quick. But I mean, if you loop this around or make this even big, you can even have like an array of several furnaces, or even use blast furnaces. If you know that you're only going to be using ore, then yeah, this should be a pretty quick and nifty setup. So with the ender chests in place and with our super smelter, if we can call it that, at the ready here, it's not really that quick. That is some of the upgrades done. So what we're going to do, we're going to take our two shulker boxes here, we're going to put those back in here. And you can see here, I've actually gotten some glass because I wasn't sure how much sand I had. Yeah, we don't have that much sand. And what we're going to do next, we are going to take this bone meal, bones, and turn into bone meal. And then we're going to take this bone meal and turn into white dye so we can make white stained glass. And the reason we want to do that, for some reason it wouldn't, there we go. The reason we want to do that is so we can take this white glass and put in our windows here. So the reason I'm going with white glass is because I like how it contrasts to both the cyan and the magenta, or the crimson. So I think that is going to look pretty good. The only thing I really haven't decided is, do we want to add some more windows down here? The problem, of course, is that on the bottom floor here, we don't really have any space to put windows because we have chests there. But, you know, stepping back here, yeah, I really, really like how that white glass turned out. I could have gone with black glass that would have matched the roof, but I wanted more of a contrast because there's already a lot of dark details around here. So I figured the white would be a good sort of thing to bridge the grey basalt and the black stone roof. But yeah, so that is the glass, that is the smelter, that is the ender chests. All that remains now is to do some interior decorating. Well, alright then people, we've been working for about an hour more, and we are just about done. There is one little detail that remains, and I'm going to do that now while showing you around. But as you can see, we've changed out the torches with soul torches. We've added some railings in the form of glass panes. We've also changed the doors to birch to better fit the aesthetic we've been going for, because this is like a very contrasty, almost like illogical thing. We have, you know, soul lanterns, soul torches, and the crimson and warped wood, but we also have you know, the light oak flooring and the birch doors, also birch signs on the chests, and more stuff upstairs. So what we need to do now, we need to get some birch, and we need to make some birch pressure plates. Let's make 3, that should be enough. And I think we can go with, you know what, let's take all of that, make some sticks, and we'll make some oak fences. So going out here takes us to like a small little balcony area where there's really not that much to see. Might add some flowers or something out here. Takes us up to sort of the living quarters, where we now have turned the bed around to make a nice little double bed. We have like a little kitchen counter with a decorative piglin's head. We got some hidden storage under here. We got the blast furnace and the smoker and a hidden stone cutter. Decided not to have any doors here, but to leave it open plan. So heading up, you get to like a little living area here with a little counter, some bookshelves, and a nice little couch. And then you come out here to the deck, where we are going to be installing some tables, just to have a place to sit. And there we have it. I think in terms of starter base decorations, this is pretty much it. The only downside here is how you see these connected here. Might change that up a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I'm very happy with this little starter base here. I think it looks pretty cool. Especially during nighttime, it looks really cool with the soul lanterns and the soul torches. And I do know these do emit less light than the regular torches, so there is a chance that we will have some mob spawns there. There are a couple of spots where the light level is a tad low, but I'm going to take my chances. This is a starter base anyway. I really just wanted it to look pretty. But yeah, we have the new smelter installed. We have moved some crafting tables down into the middle, and we have the anvil in the corner there because it fits better. Still have the smithing table hidden in the corner there. We have an ender chest. We have a smelter here. We've already tested that, making some charcoal. So yeah, I'm really happy with how this turned out. So yeah, some decorations remain to be done. We still need to like do some flowers and some bits around here. And once this chest here is empty, that's going to get moved if I don't just move it straight away. But yeah, some work here and there to make it like 100%. But for now, I'm really happy with how this looks as a starter base. And with that taken care of, I feel like maybe it's time that we start working on, our main base. But there are a couple of other things that needs doing before we can really sink our teeth into our main base. And that is, well, now we have all the netherite gear, but there's one thing still missing. And that is, I really, really want a beacon. Because once we start work on our main base, we are going to have to dig out a lot of stuff. We're gonna have to. I've been doing some like rough calculations, and I think we need to remove pretty much around 10 or 11 double chests of stone and mountain just for the top section of the base. That does not even cover what we want to do down at the bottom. So what we really need to do, we need to go to the Nether and get some wither skulls. But what I'm actually considering doing is, seeing as we already have so many community builds that people have provided, I feel like I haven't done enough in terms of community builds. I mean, I've been doing my best to go over here and like replant as often as possible. I've sort of been making sure that whenever I'm online, I always go and clear the sugarcane farm to make sure that we always have plenty of sugarcane. But I feel like there's more for me to help out with. So there's two things I've been looking into that I really want to get started on, and that is 2 community builds, an enderman farm and a wither skeleton farm. And speaking of the nether, what we're going to do, I'm just going to finish clearing this. You know what? I'm going to clear this and then get back to you. And there we go. So, yes, I want to get started on 2 community projects, a wither skeleton farm and an enderman farm. And while we're talking about community projects, I would like to take a couple of seconds to talk about a community contest that actually started yesterday, my time. By the time this video goes live, it's been going on for a couple of days already, but it's still not too late to take part. And that is, we are doing a nether hub and nether tunnel contest. And what we want is people to go to our plot world, claim a plot, and build their suggestions for how they think the nether hub could look. Because if we head into the nether right now, you will see that this here isn't that much of a hub, really. So if we go this way, okay, there, that block there is actually 0, 0. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just very quickly make a little pillar there that sort of shows that there, that is 0, 0. Actually, we can do this, and we can add a boink birch to the top. This is 0, 0. That is what the Nether hub is going to be centered around. So, starting there, we are basically going to carve out a giant area here, and that is where we're going to build the Nether hub. And the Nether hub is going to be is going to have a radius of between 50 and 75, meaning that we definitely have to clean out at least 25, but possibly 40 in each direction from that point there. And that is where we are going to put the Nether hub. The Nether hub is basically going to be where when you enter the Nether, that is where you're going to end up. And with the Nether hub, that is basically going to, lead you everywhere. So there's going to be 4 access tunnels, one heading west, one heading south, one heading east, and one heading north. Which means that we will have much more ease of travel on the server. So that is a currently ongoing contest, and if you want to take part, check the Shamblecraft events channel on the Discord. If you haven't joined the Discord already, there is a link in the description. Everyone can take part, and there will be some rewards for the people who win. And it is up to you if you want to design the hub, if you want to design the tunnels, or if you want to design both. And once we close for submissions will be closing Sunday, July the 20th. And after that, there will be a voting on the server where everyone gets to vote for their favorite hub design and their favorite tunnel design. Completely anonymous vote. You won't know who made what, and people won't know who voted for what, and the winner gets built by the community. So that should be really, really fun. And that is actually one of the things that I might get started on as a community project soon. Basically just clearing out this area to get started, because clearing out this area doesn't sound big, but I mean, even this chunk here that you see here dug out is only 10 by 10 or something, and this would fill up a lot of chests. So clearing out a 40 by 40 or 50 by 50, if we want to be absolutely certain, that is going to take a lot of time. So yeah, that might be a nice community build to get started with. But yeah, so Nether Build Hub contest, submissions close July 20th. If that has already passed when you're watching this video, then oops. But hey, then you get to log in here and see exactly how this looks. Because honestly, I have no idea how this is going to turn out, and I can't wait to see what people come up with. But for me, for now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to head over to the Nether Fortress and see if we can get some wither skeletons. Well, hello there again, ladies and gentlemen. After many and many a death, I think I've had like 16, 17 deaths now, and murdering a grand total of 105 wither skeletons. We finally have 3 wither skeleton skulls, meaning we can now summon the wither, slay it, and get a beacon. So that is great news. We are doing well in terms of the progress we wanted to do in this episode. So let's see if we can find a suitable location and get that wither down. Okay. I wish this was a joke. You see my hotbar? I now have 6 wither skeleton skulls. And since last time, I've killed 4. I got 3 skulls in the first 105 skeletons. And then I get 3 in 4 skeletons. Couldn't you have given me those drop rates like 2 days ago? You could have saved me so much time. Wait and see. This is going to be 7. Can we find another one just to prove our point at this point? Yeet. Ah, there's one. He's going to kill me. Yeah. But you know what? We got 6 skulls now. So that means we can kill the Wither twice. Well, alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen. You join me here in the Nether once again. And the reason for that is that now that we have our 6 Wither skulls, as I previously said, we need a place to kill the Wither. So what I've done is I have basically tunneled my way, made like a little staircase here, it's not properly finished, that goes up to the Nether roof. And the reason for that is that in the Nether roof, there's bedrock. And what I'm going to be doing up here is creating a killing station. So heading up here, I basically started clearing out a bit. If you look at my mini-map up in the corner there, you can see that I actually cleared out a good bit. And then I came back around this way and found this spot that is quite perfect for what we need. It is a 3x3 area and it has a little air gap. So what we can do, we can place the Wither skeleton spawning platform here, and then it will summon the Wither up in here. And yeah, that means that once we've summoned the Wither, we can just yeet with a sword and it's gone. And it's a very easy way to kill a Wither. So what I'm going to do next, I just want to make it a little bit more pretty, and also I need to get some soul sand. So I'm going to head back to my base, get some blocks, and we'll spruce the place up a tiny bit before we actually go and kill the Wither. Alrighty then, we are done doing a little bit of cleaning up. We've made some pretty simple cobblestone stairs going up there. The reason we've gone for the simple design is, as I said earlier in this episode, this place will be rebuilt pretty soon anyway. So we have our... I left them in the chest up there. We have our 6 Wither skulls up there waiting for us. So let's just head up. And hopefully this is either going to be a successful experiment or a complete failure. So let's have a look. Well, alrighty then. So we have collected our Wither skeleton skulls. And we should now, in theory, be good to go. So let's give this a try, shall we? So, boink, boink, boink. It's looking promising. Let's see what happens. Yeah, this is an issue, is it? Well, alrighty then, so as you could see, viewers, the first attempt didn't really work out, so I've recruited the help of crack Wither killing expert Simon here. One of 2 people so far on the server to have a beacon, so... Okay, so here's Simon as the error I think I did. This platform here was 1 higher.
Oh,
so,
when it pushed him through the bedrock?
Yes. So I'm going to get some soul sand here. And we're going to see if we can do this second try. Okay. Fingers crossed I don't have to go and, you know, delete another Wither.
Don't worry, you got me. Let's back away before you die to this explosion.
I couldn't help but notice he didn't go up to the bedrock this time. Wait.
Kind of loose.
Boy. 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 I am dying severely.
There you go.
Hey.
Carrots. Again.
Ah, we got the Nether star.
Nice.
Ooh.
Didn't you get the first one then?
I do have the first one as well.
Ah, okay.
But
Beacon
okay.
time.
Okay, so this Wither killing platform.
Didn't last very long.
It needs some work.
I prefer
think.
the just going down in a mine in a single thing and just spawning it at the end of a long shaft and just letting it just break towards you.
Yeah, I think maybe that is going to be a good idea, because this didn't really work.
No, it certainly didn't.
Because I thought this was the sort of like 3x3 with a block on top. I thought this is what you needed.
I've never really never really done it with bedrock. I've always just fought it in a long tunnel.
Well, yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that next time.
Because you can just literally keep backing up and firing arrows until it gets to the point where you need a sword, and then half the time he can't see you because you're in a tunnel if you just keep moving backwards. I've done it before and not actually got hit at all once by the wither.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to try that next time, because I think we can. I think we can safely dismantle this wither killing operation here.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay then, and just like that, we got ourselves, ladies and gentlemen, not one, but 2 beacons, and that should serve us well. So, with the beacons at the ready, what we really need to do then is get some iron. I think the easiest way is going to be to very nicely ask Myknes if we can have some from his iron farm, because we still haven't finished constructing the community iron farm, but I know that Myknes has one going, so there's a bit. Where's the door gone? Well, anyway, let's find Myknes and ask him if it's okay if we get some iron from him. There we go. Well, alrighty then. We have gotten in touch with Myknes, who it looks like is going to be able to provide some iron. And he has just written to me that he is in Spawn Town, which should be here. I am at your base at the island now. So hopefully that should mean that he is also nearby. Ah, there he is. What is your... okay, let's ask him, what is your asking price? Well, I don't know what to offer. The only thing I really need is netherite. Okay, what about I hook you up with 1 netherite per stack? Or is that too little? Ingot. I'll have to mine them first, though. Hey! And with that, we got 5 stacks. I'll get on it Right, away. And thanks. Okay, so trade complete. Well, with that taken care of, then we actually have what we need for our 2 beacons. And I know what you're thinking, this is a bit too little for 2 beacons, but I have some iron, so we should be fine. However, as Mick has said to me, while he has a pretty good iron farm, it's not good enough to provide all the iron for the entire server. So I think we should really get started on the community iron farm pretty soon. If we go over here, you might remember this from episode 3, you can see that we actually have a solid bit of donations. So with some luck, we should be able to start this pretty soon. That, however, is an adventure for the next episode, because we've been running a bit long already here. But I would like to say thank you very much for watching this episode, and hopefully in the next episode we are going to get started on both the community iron farm, but also we should be getting a good start on our main base now that we have the beacons. And also, don't forget, Nether hub building contest, Nether tunnel building contest, info in the Discord. Until next time, take care and have a very nice day. Bye! Yeah.